Ba, 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 ba. Good evening, everyone. It's Sparks here, back for more FF14. I'm amused because I am a clown and live to entertain. I made a very good little joke that was way too easy earlier, but we'll share it when there's actually people in the chat who want to hear it. Right now, we're in Little Mhigo trying to hunt down some clues as to... Oh, one moment. Oop, there we go. Reactive image wasn't working for some reason. But yeah, we're in Little Mhigo looking for clues that will help us track down an Ascian. And to do that, we need to help people. Ugh, can't breathe. Here. Another phony elixir cooked up by those old hunk quacks. Be gone from my sight. There's the outsider. Come to mock us or something. Go ahead and laugh. Laugh to your heart's content. That's what I think of your outsiders here in medicine. I'd rather die than that all my life to old dog. We can't force them to consume the medicine as much as we would like to. No, that's not a joke. If I could force it down their throats, I would, because your pride be damned. You're gonna die unless you take your medicine. No luck. I see. Take heart, friends. You did what you could. Angel wounds are not healed so easily, but I must not give up this cause. Giving matters some thought. I struggle perhaps it is not Mhigo the refugees so to trust, but rather medicine itself. I'm only gonna worry about Cyrus, this is true. You expect is the thought of ingesting an alchemical concoction will make that frightens them most of all. Naive girls wishful thinking perhaps was the only hope I have. There is a kindly old refugee by the name of Ascian, the only one thus far to accept my treatment. When you speak with him and ask if there is any truth to my theory, I mean, it sounds logical. I acknowledge that the snack I have right now is pretty loud. I do apologize if that bothers anyone. The prawn crackers are nice. The other young one brings one as hale and hearty as yourself to this godforsaken place. Ah, Hira. In my years, I've seen many an outsider come and go. I'm quite like that girl. I don't begrudge when countrymen their judgment, of course. Gods know they've seen old dog, it's worse. But it's clear to me clouded old eyes that the girl means well. Can't bring myself to scorn her good intentions. Forgive me, you were asking about medicine, were you not? We Mhigans aren't much for alchemy, but we've got our fair share of remedies passed down through the ages. Steep the fruit of a sapotender in hot water, for instance. You get a tea that'll soothe the worst of fevers. Call it an old man's hunch, but I have a feeling that even the most stubborn would come gladly down a cup of cactus tea, even if it were the down lass who did the brewing. It's worth a try. Come on. Come to me. Nope. There we go. Alright, so that's that one. I just gotta flick through all the classes. Oh shit, shit, shit. Now I want to fight the big one again. Why does it keep getting closer? Really? Okay, we're all right now. That's archer. Usually Lancer requires it. Just trying to maximize how much XP we get. After all, completing all these hunting logs really is like the fastest way to level up. At least until you unlock all the level 50 content, but at that point, well, you're at level 50. Rogue doesn't. Thaumaturge doesn't. Arcanist doesn't. Cool. Let's go to the leave me. the leave and go ahead and do it. Initiate. Do this. One page. We should go look and see if we can find the others some other way. There we go. Guild complete. You appear to have been through a great deal. The reward should help lift your spirit. It's clear that you should have no difficulty completing my other guild. I see no need to test you further. Little Mhigo will benefit from any aid you can provide. Pray come to me should you desire more work. Yay! And switching to Rogue. A traditional Amigan remedy made from steeping the fruit of a sabaton in hot water? I had no idea. I owe Alphen my gratitude. One, two, 3 cups of cactus juice. Oh, I do hope I have not overbrewed this. Please, friend, deliver the tea to the suffering refugees. I will. Just give me 1 month. You return. You brought me the poison I seek. On behalf of my countrymen, you have my thanks. Forgive me for my brusqueness before. Our skirmishes with the Corpse Brigade have taken a great toll on us of late. They employ poisons even more lethal, and our antidote stores were running low. I must attend to my potion brewing, but thank you, outsider. Because of you, the men and women of the Resistance live to fight another day. I'll take poisoning. Thank you for your kindness, outsider. I would ask you to help our suffering people once more. The most deadly strain of fear runs rampant little Mhigo late, and I will seriously cause and power to remedy it. Fever is born by an elusive breed of wasps, you see, and older by exerting the pests may we put an end to the epidemic. Soon the wasps were drawn to the pungent scent of rotting carrion. Doused this cactus piss over the carcasses of some unfortunate creatures, which quickly swarmed to the sea. Jesus Christ! Okay, I told you I'd sooner drink. Is that cactus here smell? Well, stop dulling and hand it over. Can't you see I'm suffering here? Maybe knowing that it was a Uldan who prepared the tea and that she's really trying to help them will lead to them actually trusting her and using the proper medicine. Because, yeah, home remedies are nice and they can alleviate certain problems. But you need the specific stuff for the specific problem. On wench, thou have none of her foul alchemy. Cactus. Dear Mom used to brew it. I don't know where you came by this, but you're a godsend. Go grey before I am gulled by Uldan quackery. It's not quackery, you fool. Old Alphan's recipe? Old Alphan's recipe, no doubt. I'll drink it, but the Uldan girl thinks a cup of tea can heal tears of suffering. She's gonna stink again. She doesn't think that at all. She's literally just trying to help you guys. That's how it goes. Thankfully drank it. Oh, I have waited for this day. Even I am not so foolish as to think that I have earned the trust of all the refugees. A long road to peace and understanding in the smallest step matters. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm gonna read that out with the next one. That was actually moderately funny. Okay, that one's way too close to the other one that I don't want to fight. Potent potable brewed from sabatender food by desert goat herders to help them forget the fact they are goat herders. I love it. That is great. Okay, I'm going to hide once I get a little bit closer. Once we're past the big ones. Alright, now we gotta do the quests that are down here. Particularly the blast from the past. Rotting angler. Who the hell is you? I'm trying to conserve energy, so leave me alone. Sweet vanillin tea. Well, ain't you conserve? It's my thanks, friend. What's that? A mass villain? Hide among the refugees? Like it's not. My compatriots all live here, go about as though they're dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Jeez, that's depressing. A piping hot infusion freshly picked young vanillin tea leaves mixed with rich chocolate cream, spoonful of golden cactus flower honey. Not anything funny. Are you an Almegan? No? Then carry on. Ah, the sophisticated aroma has been forever since I had a drop of sweet vanillin. I'm going to enjoy this. What a mass man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 thumbs tall, and has the face of a lizard, they don't give a mummer's fart. Shoo shoo, don't bother me. If Amalja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, suspicious mass madness. Matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the Ascian robe. Assuming as a he was talking with some Alamegans. I assumed he was one of them. Unlikely the Ascian will be talking to Alamegans. I don't recall Alamegans having a primal they would summon. Although, yes, technically speaking, any of the 9 could, in theory, be summoned as a primal. I was checking if Fallen Mage is on the list. Oh, it actually is. Oh, it's an invalid target. Don't want to fight these. Running away. Well, I do want to fight the fallen mage, but not there. And not as this class. Let's get another one. Alright, now we have to wait for another one to spawn. So I only counted 2. I'll see if any other enemies are within the fallen just seeing if fallen soldier falls into the list of anyone. No, just the mages. A shame that. Well, there's the last one we need. Remarkable. You adventurers truly are as valiant as they say. Must devote myself to my training, that one day I too may be capable of such deeds. Was it a problem? Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? Doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're gay further with your investigation, it seems to me you'll need to the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Yep. I have a feeling it wouldn't be. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation? I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. The best way to win that trust is to get a patriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Almegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Okay. Is that back to the waking? Yep, back to the waking sand to speak to Minfilia. Thank you, friend. With the wasps gone, it's only a matter of time before the epidemic subsides. You may be an outsider, but you have brought more succor to my people in a day than I have in many months. We are humble people. I have not the means to properly express my gratitude. It may not mean much, but know always that you have a friend in little Mhigo. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Well, all we can do right now is return to Vesper Bay. As soon as it loads. Yeah, the standard spectrum die is going to be useful later when I get clothes that I can actually die and want to do so. Welcome back, Albert. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Almegans, refugees, have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them for the past 2 decades, have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Almegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardship. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. Let's deal with one problem at a time. Returning the matter of your investigation, just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. I'm gonna take the Velveteen because I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna check my journal because I can't remember. Velveteen shirt, Velveteen Soriel. I thought so. Why do I have this turned off? What was my reason for turning that off? I need to get ash lumber, which requires ash logs. Cotton yarn I have. Copper ink I can make. Okay, so I don't know why I have that turned off. Probably had a reason. I can't think of what it is. But this one we can turn back on once we accept this reward. Okay, let's go with guess weapon coffer, but it'll probably be worse than anything we have equipped. Your Almegan comrade is named Harroward. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he will be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, he is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Wrong turn. There's a Scion supplier and Jesus Christ, this room. This is our storage room, even though it should be like a main central meeting area or something. If it isn't Arbor Zem, Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Mhigo? That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help. I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. Really? Well, that sucks. I used to be a member of the Almegan resistance, you see. Mine left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades. And they'll have nothing to do with me. Sorry, just notice my phone is dying. I need to charge in case I need it for something later. No, I may have no more friends in the Resistance. I know someone who does. Her name is Alberta, and she is a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay, so we need to go to Quarry Mill. First things first. I want to go to Old Dog, turn in some things. Because we get to Quarry Mill, there's going to be a lot of quests to accept and do. So remember, I was avoiding doing a bunch of side quests in that area purely because I didn't want to what's the word? Brain, why do you do this to me? I simply didn't want to. I don't know what else to say. The light rain event is gonna be messing with this area for a while. Upgraded Weaver 1 level. Cool. I now need to go get the ingredients to make this, because it's a low level thing. I'm pretty sure I have all of the things for it. Yes. So first, switch to Carpenter. Right, that's why I didn't make it. It's because Carpenter is too low level. I need to level up it before I can continue. And the rest of these have the same problem. Okay, that's what it was. Okay. Alright, well, before we continue then, I will, at the very least, complete the level 25 quests for each class. Haha, I swear each time I see you, you remind me more and more of my younger self. At this rate, you'd like to transform into a handsome devil before the moon's over. I believe you're here to learn. Unfortunately, I'm in no condition to teach. Rather embarrassing to admit, but in my eagerness to prepare for the big rematch, I've overtrained and thrown my back out. I tell you, old age is hells. I fear Chichuto will have to tend to you in my stead. It seems the prospect facing his old rival is a veritable fire under Master Hermon's backside. And I'm so relieved to see that he has a purpose again. The trick now is to keep a lid on his zeal lest he injure himself. But let's speak of your lesson. When you're ready, come and meet me at Little Alamigo. I have a challenge in mind which you are certain to find stimulating. Alright. We can take a look into that, but first... I am glad with my choice, actually, to dye the chest to gray instead of leaving it pink. It definitely looks better with the trousers. Although... no. I thought for a moment that our shoes were also pink, but it looks like it's actually just shining through our... They're actually sandals. And that's our feet. I can't really zoom in that well to show them. Oh well. Anyways. Ah, Robert, I saw you coming this time. I'm more watchful since Kokobuki told us about that dreadful business with Kokobushi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Kokobuki is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Robert, long have I agonized over Kokobushi's plight and the measures I must take to extricate it from it. How do you call upon my thaumaturge colleagues? No, if they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the yawning abyss allow for no other alternative. There is our one tiny glimmer of hope. I have had word the scholar who requested the structure of Mormal's urn has returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybell, blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched Voidsec. I suggest you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. Okay. Next we switch to Gladiator. And go over to the Gladiators Guild to accept the quest from there. And also check if the area has anything else available for us that isn't one of these quests. Nope, nothing that I can see right now. Really? Ah, cannot equip gear to head. That's no good. Ah, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As first sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I didn't know that Leovold had become the leader of the Alakhurn. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, so I've ordered my best men to scour Thalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he was taken prisoner by the Alakhurn, or worse. If there's any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was trekking the Alakhurn near the Hammers in western Thalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clue to his fate. I've been so far too reckless in recent days, and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Ira, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. I shall do so. Western Thalan. Because the others are other locations. First, away. Eventually, I'll start using the roulettes to summon different mounts, but that's gonna be much later. Huh. After all, I need to have at least 2 different mounts in the mount roulette. And I'm only going to use ones that we actually obtain as part of quests. It's a trap, brother. Some fine swordsmanship, Barbara. Mila, the first sword, certainly knows how to pick up. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call it that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild, a real ass who cried at the sight of naked steel. To look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though, what with all that trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard. Should never... But enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Old God for a short rest. Go on ahead and tell me about the find. Okay, I will. Ugh. Alright, Mila. Arbor, thank the gods you're alright. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild and I can't thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much needed rest. Take some time for yourself and return when you've recuperated. Before you go, speak to Lilutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Alright, I'm very glad I have seen it. Being closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Alice sends regards and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in Eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me. This is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me. Doesn't mean she won't hear about it from somebody else. Alright, Eastern Thanalan takes us to Camp Drybone. Ugh. Alright, so first things first, though. If you seek the definitive works of Mormon, seek no further. I have penned an in-depth analysis of some most cunning ritual, a method contrived by the Maze of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent void set. When it comes to draining such a creature, there guarantees you one must. But I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. Let's find the other two. One of them is up there. Hello. You're interested in reading our Book of Mormon? Of course, it would be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student at the Void Cent. Here's the first chapter, mine own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence, tells the nature of the urn, then presents her fell power. Okay, now we just find the last one. Having a drink at the end? Maybe. Yep, there they are. You wish to learn more? Right this instant? With barely, how did you? Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating even among the oddities of the Void Set. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities. Thus was sent across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Okay. Interesting. Void Center. Fascinating. But let's go ahead and go to speak to Aldous, the Lich Yard. I'm sure he has a reason for arranging a private rendezvous. Although it looks like we're going to get ambushed or something. Or we'll just train with him. And where have you been? Busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Mhigo's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old all goat through and through. But gods, when he danced with his sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Neil's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then. Forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys? Master Leovold has been most distressed concerning his return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. You've outlived your usefulness to dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her outburst? I'd rather not, actually. You should fight your own battles, mate, but... fine. No pressure, but I'll be evaluating your performance. You would die for this scum? Very well. Reborn with Arbor, it's not exactly high-risk. This ends now. Hotjar, but this kitten has claws. Your interference is inexcusable. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a man like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldous. Have you used the word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I'm anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When I sell, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to our old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leopold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Albert. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Let's get a little out of Mhigo and do the quest there. Ah, nope. Not inside, outside. I'm waiting for you, Albert. Today your training will be to prepare for Master Hamon's training. I have brought with me instead of striking dummies. I want you to employ them at certain locations. As your thickest task to be drudgery, locations are ripe with peril. Your skill will most certainly be put to the test. By way of advice, if you must approach dangerous fiends, lightness of foot is your greatest ally. Off you now, Albert. Go set up those striking dummies. I shall await your return. Very well. Looks like one of them is inside that ruin. To put a striking dummy. Yep, not doing it. I will, however, fight this ammo job bruiser. Okay. So that one was for the maelstrom. For which I now have enough to get a promotion, so I should go get it soon. There we go. Got by. But of course we can't get by without one fight. Interesting place for that to go. 5 knuckle dancers. Okay, that's 3. Okay. We'll want to be quick about this because I can feel myself getting tired. Okay. You want me to put it inside the base? Interesting. Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna just quickly check which one's the Corpse Brigade Fire Dancers. Well, not this one. We've done the Corpse Brigade for that one. Because I know at least one of them needed Corpse Brigade for something. There we go. Lancer. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a long day. I'll definitely try to make sure I get growing enough tonight. Oh, this guy didn't even notice he's being stabbed through. Rogue has a desire to take out 2 of each, so... Yeah, no one's gonna really notice the striking dummy in this place. Alright, let's just leave this. Oh, having all these classes so close to level 30 when we're only into the, what is it, level 26. God, jeez. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to stay awake long enough to do everything. I'll try and get as much done as I can tonight. Excellent work, Artwork. All that's left is to have Master Mon come and train. Oh, look who's here. What are you doing here? The adventure is a negative influence on Master Mon. I'm going to see to it he never bothers him again. What are you talking about? Artwork's the best thing that's happened to Master in years. If you want a piece of him, you'll have to deal with me too. Basta, where did you find that one? Like your little sapper strength. Boy, it's good. go, we win. Kuta, why are you so bent on bringing down Master Herman and seeing the guild in ruins? You have it all wrong. I'm doing this for Master's own sake. It's true I left the guild for the shock of seeing Master in that pathetic state. And it's true, I got on some unsavory types. Where else was I supposed to go? Me, a refugee without a guild to his name? But for all the ungrateful things I've done, I've never forgotten how Master Herman took me in and instructed me in the ways of the fist. This is why I want him to give up his foolish notion of facing Wakefar. I don't know what that... You don't know like I do. Just if I get the path, I fear Master won't walk away with his life. It doesn't matter the Master has grown weak and feeble. I just want him to live. Even if it means having him swallow his pride. Oh, Kruta, why didn't you just say so? But now that I know your mind, I can say with confidence you have no cause for fear. Arbor is not the plague that you think he is. It's his will to succeed that's inspiring Master to regain his former strength. And when the day of the rematch finally comes, I have no doubt he will wallop the odious Wakefar to the seventh hell and back. But you're right. Where it happens, know that I cannot help you, not where I am. Jujuto, Arbor, I leave Master Herman in your care. Gods, I felt liberating, trading blows with Kuta and learning his true agenda. A great burden has been lifted off my chest. Let's return to the guild, Arbert. You've had your training, and now it's time for Master Herman's. We'll finish the old level 25 missions, then continue with the main story. Do I have the books? Yes. The histories on Earth and ruins of Sildi depicts suffering wrought by a singular powerful voice. It tells a seductress known as Mormo. With Gia's war of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashion a urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found a very essence drawn forth, trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely share the urn, thus destroying Mormo's spirit. The postulate was never to be opened again. To do so would release the ravenous void scent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. This explains Mormo's fixation on thaumaturgicide. Kukabusi's body relied little arcane sustenance for the weakened void set, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray, hand this work over to Kokobigo. I shall be along momentarily. This is work devoted to studying that nasty void shall provide some hint of salvation. Kokobuki, these passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Kokobushi. Fail, however, will likely mean death for us all. Who is this mad mage that poses as our elder brother? What of avoiding the threat, of eliminating the risk? Is that not how the thaumaturgists do battle? With each passing moment, Momo draws ever closer to her full strength. Pains me even suggest it, but we should strike now, Kokobuki, while the void scent is yet feeble. I share the self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, my solution is thus. In return for releasing Kokobuki for Momo's fall, I'll offer Voisin a chance to glut herself on my mana. You cannot! That succubus will drain you to lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Momo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry. And Anulian, Lyman's voice sense, she will then face the combined wrath of Arbert and 4 guild masters of thaumaturgy. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We have always avoided adversaries against whom we held no advantage. The fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance, and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learned the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. It is you, Arbor, that I asked to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the Yawning Abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. I will take the trial found within and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Arbor, when even his guild masters have yet to attempt that ghastly test? The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Arbor, once you have deemed yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed hall of Thal's Respite. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna turn in these quests, teleport to Quarry Mill, and finish once we arrive in Quarry Mill. So I don't think I have the energy to keep going for the 2 hours I wanted to go for, especially when I have to be up in a few hours for work. I still need to get my work clothes dried for tomorrow. Interesting design. Let's go in and see about this quest. It's probably gonna be an instance thing. I regret I have dragged you into our family's trouble, but I am confident that with the many terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a singular thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. The trial commence. There is no escape from this abyss. The void spills over into our realm. Our wings against the shadow. Are attracted to the blood inside your body. Catch your breath while you count. Next third is a pound. Warrior Eyes Rust. So try sides. Jagged face is left open while the flies come up. There we go, that should be it. Yay. I can't stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers? With the primal energies of thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you can overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to take Kukubusi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. It seems we have been wasting our potential. I would never have believed it possible for a mage such courage to live. What a wonder Arbor was. I feel no lingering itching thing for you of the fury. Things are tearing at me as you might tell should you stand firm together. Thank you, Arbor. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new potentials. Let's now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Alright, turn in the quests. Welcome back, Arbor. I'm told you've kindly set up some dummies for me. Gods, man, did you have to put them in such dangerous places? To make matters worse, Chuto's my Grogan says I won't see a drop of it till I finish training. How the hell am I supposed to loosen my phlegm now? The girl will make a fine guildmaster when the time comes. I heard about Ruruka's wall, of course. For all his shortcomings, the boy has a good heart. While his concern is touching, I won't run from Wake far. Not today and not ever. On that note, I'd best be ready for my little jaunt to Little Mhigo. If I can't face down a few mindless beasts, I'm in no shape to challenge Wakefon. It's like, oh. On that note, I'd best get ready for my little jaunt to Ellen, blah. Sorry, I am actually starting to nod off here. I really need to finish this. Because if I nod off, okay, I need to take my headphones off a moment to try to avoid falling asleep. Stay awake long enough to turn in these 2 quests and teleport over the quarry mill. Come on. A formidable team you all shall make. Kokobigo, Kokobani, Kokobezi, Kokoboha, Ardbert. Even Mormel must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. Before we engage the voice scent, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their inbreeding inclinations. May I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your failed thaumaturgy is a beacon to us all. Sorry if I was quiet when I was reading some of that. I'm not totally here right now and definitely need to go to bed. Probably conk out as soon as my head hits the pillow. Why are you staring at me like that, Albert? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Allergan's movements. I remain confident they will find them soon, though, so keep your blade sharp. Alright. Alright. I think I'll turn in this quest so we can get the next one and then we'll wrap it up. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Harbert sent you. God, that was the source of him. He abandons his comrades, his woman. And now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize the bird was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Mifford, the captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. I am Mifford, a proud man of the Alamegan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds got infested, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn, I asked the villagers for aid. Got on my knees and begged. They refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These criminal cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might list to Alberta. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventure, go to her and try. Yeah, I can do that. But for now, yeah, I literally cannot keep my eyes open right now. I feel like I'll fall asleep in the middle of the street, and that would not be fun for anyone, really. So that'll be it for today. We'll try and resume either tomorrow or on Tuesday. Until then, as always, I've been Sparks. I hope you have a lovely day. See yas!